Hey you guys, hope everybody's doing very good in YouTube world. Today we're gonna go put some air in a flat tire. I know that doesn't make much sense, but you'll have to stick around to see what I'm talking about. Right on. I'm gonna take you guys up one of my favorite trails to start off all my rides in the morning. So this road's a little bit long, so I might fast forward a few parts. So check it out. You guys see what I did there? I used the, you know how you use a back brake and put it into a skid? It's called a skid turn. It makes the corners a little smoother. Well, it's harder on tires, but I'll post a card here. I did a how-to on those. They're pretty handy if you guys don't know how to do those. Like you can see, for instance, how narrow this road is. Watch. See, you can just put it into a skid, then catch it with the throttle and it just comes around like really easy. This bike is an absolute wheelie monster. It's hard to keep the front end down. Actually, hold on, I'm on the wrong road here. Oh no. You have these old school Hondas like the XR, they got a big carb on them and a big air filter. I don't even run an air filter. Well, I do. I run a pod filter, so it gets lots of air. But you can really tell the crisp days, like when the air's cooler, like it is right now, it's making really good power. So like it wheelies on command in like the first 3 gears. Oh boy. Oh man, trees down everywhere. You guys probably remember, whoops, this trail. This is my favorite, comes out of my favorite lookout here, but it's a heck of a way to start the morning out, let me put it that way. Let's see if we can keep the front end down here. It's pretty steep, steeper than it looks. There, behold your eyes on this for a view. Not bad, not bad. Hear that whistle in the carb too, that's that pod filter. It's not bad, nothing wrong with that, eh? I don't know if you guys caught the video where I was at the waterfall last year. That was down in that ravine actually. I come down the other side and you can get to that over there. You wouldn't want to snap a throttle cable here, you'd be, woo, Beetlejuice. I mean, I got fluid, I got a hydraulic clutch, so, woo, that was a little tricky. It's pretty deep. This view is even better. Not too shabby. You guys had these, what are they? Green Red Bulls? Man, they're good. We used to get these by the case when we did freestyle motocross. We'd get, I think they were called Hansen's energy drink or something like that anyways, but they used to hand them out in the cases to us. But I only have a couple on the weekends now. They're not the ideal health drink, but it is green, so I guess it kind of is. Hey buddy. A little hummingbird thought I was a tree or something. So yeah, if you guys are in a predicament where you got to redirect the bike a little bit, I highly advise not doing it on the side of a cliff like this, because that's kind of just plain stupidity. But I do this quite often, so all you do is just let the clutch out in little burps with the throttle. It's kind of like starting a pivot turn, but you don't really do the pivot turn. I'll show you what I mean. Practice in a field, not on the side of a cliff. That's kind of dumb. But I need to do it here. It's going to save me lots of energy. See, when you let the clutch out, you can kind of just hop it around wherever you want it to go. Works pretty slick. There's a little rocky hill climb here coming up. Oh, there's a tree down too. Darn. It's kind of not where I want a tree to be down. You got to keep your momentum up for these things like what I'm about to do here. Kind of gnarly for an XR. Probably hear that whistle. That's my you know, it kind of comes and goes. I need to go to a bigger pod filter is what I need. I only went with a small 4-inch one. Like, my air filter's not very long, so like I was saying, you guys, getting back to, I got to put air in my tire. It's low. I don't quite know why. It'll all make sense in a minute. So yeah, you guys, like I was saying here, I got no air in the front tire. I finally getting a chance to try out what I'm talking about here. I got my hands on one of these little electric, this one's a MotoPump, made by MotoPumps. So now that I got the big adventure bike, it's good to be able to put, you know, sometimes you want a lot of pressure if you're going to do on-road riding, and sometimes I always carry a backup hand pump, like a little mountain bike style one, but if you're airing up and down all the time on your adventure bikes, it's nice to be able to do it, you know, a little quicker. So I've yet to try this thing out, so let's give it a quick whirl. I got the XR today and it's got no air in the front tire at all, so let's see what happens. Yeah, they come with a long line. They actually come with, I got all kinds of accessories here. You got, this is what I have already on my bike. I got a lead to the battery, like an auxiliary line, so it's already got that, I don't know what you call this connection. It's a pretty common one. That one there, whatever that's called. I've already got that on my battery, so I can just plug the pump directly into it, and it's got a fuse already in line here, so let's give her a whirl. My auxiliary lead's right at the back of my bike here. It hangs out the back, so let's give her a go. So yeah, I got the I highly advise you guys put one of those auxiliary leads on. All my bikes with batteries have that because they all have lithium batteries, so it's nice to be able to you know, trickle charge your bike, you know, the night before or just before you go on a ride. And if you got, like, this thing draws a fair bit of power, I would imagine. I don't know how long, so if you know, if you're doing a bunch of tires or something like that, you might want to have your bike running. I've got a backup Kickstarter I installed, so I'm not too worried about running the battery low. But it's also got a little lanyard here, so you could hang it on, like you could hang it on your fork or your peg or whatever. I'll probably just hold on to it, so it's no big deal. Yeah, that's fast. I can already feel it's close. That's the way to go for sure. So I'm at about 13. I usually run low pressure because I don't do a lot of on-road riding with my bikes. Unless I'm going on-road, then I might air them up a little bit, but I always like to be between 10 and 15. That's just a preference thing, but anyways, that is, that pump works great, you guys. That's gonna be really handy for, you know, the adventure bikes, like airing down and airing up if that's what you do. Some people don't, but I'm probably gonna do that on mine. But right on. It's pretty tiny too. It fits in the palm of your hands, and I weighed the whole package. It's a little over a pound. I think it's 1.4 pounds or something, so it doesn't add much to the bike. But it made in USA, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it said somewhere. But right on. Glad to have that in my little kit. So right on, you guys. I hope that helps, and I hope you guys enjoy some of those clips. We got some pretty epic scenery here in Canada, but right on. Thanks to MotoPumps for making a pretty cool little pump there. That's going to it's a nice peace of mind to have something that works really good. And like I say, I do carry a mountain bike style, like a manual pump, just in case you had a, you know, a failure or something. You don't want to be with a flat tire and you can't get home. So yeah, so right on, you guys. Definitely squash that button if you haven't already. There's no reason not to. Hit the little bell notification so you guys know when I upload new videos. I got the new adventure bike and I got tons of stuff planned, so stay tuned. See you guys in the next video.